select all the values of x that satisfy the equation, and they give you an equation that has logs. Notice that there are two logs that have the same base 2. So the best thing to do is to be able to, just like you combine like terms, we're going to combine like logs. So therefore we're going to combine both logs into one, log base 2, and since it's adding, we know that the properties of logs tells us that we just need to be able to multiply. We are going to multiply the x, multiplied by the x minus 4. So we combine both logs into one, and because it's an addition, we go multiply. If there's a minus, we'll be doing a division, equal to 5. And now I can get rid of the log. Opposite of a log is a base, so I'll place a big base on both sides. I'm going to exponentiate both sides. That cancels, so therefore, let me multiply this at once. That gives me x squared minus 4x equal to 2 to the 5th power will be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 32. And now we have a quadratic equation. I'm going to see if I can factor it, and by looking at my answers that are whole numbers, sometimes they can be fractions, and it should still be factored. If your answers have a square root, then you probably need to complete the square or use the quadratic formula. In this case, let me go ahead and factor. Double parenthesis. Factors of x squared are x, and x factors of 32 it's 8 and 4. 1 negative, 1 positive, and then need to add to a negative 4, so it'll be negative and positive. That will give me a positive 4, and negative 8x gives me a negative 4x. And since they're multiplying, I'm going to use my zero product property. I know that at least one of them have to be equal to 0 in order for this to be true. So x minus 8 equal to 0, or x plus 4 equal to 0. So therefore x is equal to 8, or x is equal to negative 4. But you do have to be careful, because whenever we have logs, we might end up with extraneous solutions. Solutions that you did everything perfect, but might not be correct. And the case with logs is that we cannot take the log of 0 or a negative number. It has to be positive. So if I plug in an 8 in here, that's log base 2 of 8, which is fine. If I plug in an 8 over here, 8 minus 4 is 4, and I can take the log of a positive number. But I cannot take the log of a negative number. So therefore, this cannot be the answer. And as soon as you see this, you can actually cancel the two negatives. You cannot take the log of a negative number. Your answer is letter A.